The question, how can I save money if I'm on a low income, is often asked by people struggling to make ends meet. It's tough to save money when you don't earn much, but that shouldn't stop you from reaching your financial goals. Just because your income is low doesn't mean your retirement or home ownership dreams have to be put on hold. Fortunately, there are some creative ways to save money, even on a tight budget. Even when your income isn't as high as you'd like it to be, you can still save money, but you'll need to get creative. Today, we'll give you some answers and tips on how to save money while still having fun on the low income. Setting yourself the goal of saving more money and having a balanced budget is essential for financial stability. Number 15. Do the 30-day savings challenge. The 30-day savings rule is a great way to help control impulse buys and save money for items you want. When deciding whether to purchase, wait 30 days before buying anything. This will give you some time to question your initial decision and allow the money that would have been spent on the item to stay in your savings account, eventually boosting your savings. Even if you're working with low income, by waiting to purchase an item until after saving enough money, you'll be able to manage larger purchases down the road. Number 14. Set a monthly budget. Setting a budget is critical for low-income earners, but essential for everyone. To start, figure out how much you spend each month on essentials like rent, bills, and transportation. If you have old receipts lying around, use them as a guide. There are also accounting software programs that can help map out future expenses, like Mint or YNAB. Once you know your monthly basics, it will be easier to set spending limits for entertainment and eating out. Make sure to leave some wiggle room in your budget for unexpected expenses. Creating a budget may not be the most fun task in the world, but remember your financial goals. Saving money should be your top priority. You can also ask someone good at budgeting for advice if you're stuck. Number 13. Every penny counts when it comes to saving money. So, add any amount to your savings. If you get a $5 bill as a change, put it in your savings jar. You can also have your bank automatically transfer a set amount of money from your checking account to your savings account each month. This may sound like a no-brainer, but it's easy to forget that every penny counts when saving money. Even if you can only save $5 a week, that's $20 a month or $240 a year. Over time, those small amounts will add up, and you'll be surprised at how much you've saved. Number 12. Lower your housing expenses. Housing is often the most significant expense for low-income earners. If you're paying too much for rent or your mortgage, saving money will be challenging. There are a few ways to lower your housing expenses. If you're renting, try to find a cheaper place or get roommates to help split the cost. If you own a home, see if you can refinance your mortgage to get a lower interest rate. You might also be able to sell your house and downsize to something more affordable. Number 11. Lower your car expenses. Much like housing, cars are a significant expense for many people. If you can't afford your car payments, it's time to re-evaluate your situation. Try to sell your car and get something cheaper, or see if you can get by without a car. If you live in a city, you might be able to get by without a car if you use public transportation or ride-sharing services. This can save you a ton of money each month. Number 10. Get a part-time job. It's not as easy as it might sound to pick up a second job to earn extra money. It would mean working more than an 8-hour day. Depending on your availability and whether you can agree with the management or employer, A part-time job often lasts for at least 3 hours and sometimes longer. Having a second job can be rearranging while also exhausting. But raising your income also raises your savings, which is rewarding. Number 9. Shop wisely. You need to fuel your body. To do that, you need to buy groceries, but be a savvy shopper. Planning out your meals for the week can help you save quite a bit of money because you'll only buy what you need and nothing more. Creating a grocery list before shopping is also helpful so that you don't buy things you don't need. And lastly, avoid shopping when you're hungry because you'll be more likely to impulse buy. For example, if you can buy in bulk, do it. You'll save money in the long run, even though it may be more expensive upfront. Also, don't forget to take advantage of coupons and discounts. Number 8. Cut back on dining out. Dining out can be expensive, especially if you do it often. If you're trying to save money, it's best to cut back on how often you dine out. Once a week or every other week is a worthy goal to aim for. When you do go out to eat, take advantage of happy hour specials or look for coupons. Number 7. Stop your bad money habits. We all have those little lousy money habits without even thinking about it. You need to be aware of your bad practices and work on breaking them to save money. It might be something like buying coffee daily or grabbing a snack from the vending machine at work. Whatever it is, these small expenses can add up over time. Number 6. Cut entertainment expenses. Entertainment expenses can significantly drain your budget, especially if you're paying for things like cable or going to the movies often. To save money, you must cut back on your entertainment expenses. There are plenty of ways to have fun without spending much money. Find free or cheap activities that you enjoy and stick to them. Number 5. Live below your means. If you want to save money, you must live below your means. That means spending less than you earn each month. One way to do this is to create a budget and stick to it. Track your spending and ensure you're not overspending in any area. Another way to live below your means is to ensure that your housing and transportation expenses are as low as possible. For instance, if your job is close to home, walk or ride a bike. And if you live in an area with good public transportation, then take advantage of it. Number 4. Keep a separate bank account for your savings. Open a savings account if your top priority is saving money, even with a low income. This account should only be for emergency purposes. Although you might have a checking account, it's still best to keep your savings separate so that the money in your checking can go toward daily expenses. Your checking account is for everyday expenses, while the savings account should be used in case of emergency. When you receive an income deposit, budget some to your checking and savings accounts. Financial issues can happen anytime to anyone, but you can get out of them if you follow this tip. Number 3. Pay off your debts. If you want to save money, you must pay off your debts. The interest on your debt is like a leak in your savings account. The sooner you can pay off your debts, the more money you'll be able to save each month. Make a budget and figure out how much extra money you can spend on your monthly debts. Then, focus on first paying off the debt with the highest interest rate. Number 2. Build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a must if you want to save money. This fund should be used for unexpected expenses, like car repairs or medical bills. An emergency fund will help you avoid using credit cards or taking out loans when unexpected expenses happen. Aim to save enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Number 1, invest in yourself. Investing in yourself is one of the best things you can do if you want to save money. When you invest in yourself, you're investing in your future. That means taking courses, learning new skills, and networking. Not only will you be able to save money, but you'll also be able to earn more. The more you invest in yourself, the better off you'll be financially. For example, let's say you want to learn a new skill. You could take an online course or even go back to school. Both options will cost you money, but they're worth it if they'll help you get a better job or earn more money. Investing in yourself is one of the best things you can do for your financial future. It might cost you money in the short term, but it will pay off quickly. These are just a few things you can do to save money. If you're serious about saving money, then you need to be aware of your spending habits and make changes where necessary. There's no one-size-fits-all solution to saving money, but these tips will help you get started. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.